Good morning, how are you? How's your day today? As you can see, it's a gloriously sunny day in Kent, and it's Sunday the 3rd of April 2022. And please do, as I ask most times, do like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm out on a bike ride today because, as you might have seen, I have actually got a small fracture in my left ankle, so I can't run. But I'm out just doing some exercise which was recommended, and also what was recommended was to get some neoprene supports, which I've done for it, which will just protect it a little bit and keep it in place. It's not a displaced fracture, it's just a minor crack, so it will heal relatively quickly, but I need to give it a chance to knit before I start putting it under any stress. Been here before. I broke my ankle more seriously about 23 years ago, and that was an actual displaced fracture, so it needed to be set, and then it needed a lot of time to recover. So it was 12 weeks before I could even think about running, and even then it was only very, very tentatively. This time it should be a total of about 6 weeks before I can start actually doing some easy running and then get back into training. So I'll consult with some people when it gets close to the time, but for the moment it's just mobilising it and keeping it slightly exercised, and then doing some ice and heat treatments on it to get the bruising out and to help the healing. The reason I'm in the middle of a field is because I was on a road ride and I got to a section in the road and the road was closed, but there was a footpath next to it, so I took a diversion, and I'm now in the middle of this field, in the middle of the countryside, and just working my way back towards the main road, which is only about half a mile away. So a nice little detour on that. I had entered a race, and a running race, and I asked for a refund, and they quite bluntly said no, because you've signed a disclaimer to say that you accept the terms and conditions, which is reasonable to a certain extent, but it surprises me how this over-officious attitude actually means that people manage their entries of things like this and leave them a lot later. So whereas a lot of people had entered early, an awful lot of people enter in the last week, and now I know why, and that's what I'll be doing in the future as well, because why should I spend 28 quid and lose it because I've got an injury? I could understand if I just pulled out, that's fair enough, but if you've got an injury, then surely there's got to be some sort of leeway on things like that, or even defer it. So that's been a little bit of a rant, a little bit disgruntled, so you can probably hear. And I realise what the time is, so have a great day, and I'll update you with what's going on with the new contract tomorrow.